Hey guys, Michelle Carrier here, and I'm going to talk to you about my customer service book. This book has made my business. I am able to give them excellent customer service, and I am also able to lead my team all through my book. It is my bread and butter to my business. So, a couple of things I want to go ahead and tell you about this first. Um, some of you might not know my story. And when I started, it was a very slow start for me. I was yellow for 5 months. 5 months, no fast start, and no ladies on my team. There was a lot of times that I was like, what is going on? Why isn't this working? And I immediately was looking through my next step. How are my parties going? Did I have more new customers or reoccurring customers? And that is why I started pretty much the second month. It would have been September I joined. So, third month. So, November, I sat down and I put this book into place because I needed a system. Because I knew once I get everything organized that eventually my business was going to come. It was hard. I didn't believe it because I was constantly messaging uplines. I didn't understand. I was doing everything right. It just wasn't my time yet. Okay? But I didn't stop. I was being consistent with my customers and it paid off in the long run. Probably from everybody that has joined under me, I would say probably 95% of those ladies were customers or they were party hostesses. So both of those aspects is my number one goal when it comes to running my business because that is where my leads are coming from. Get them to host a party from you or get them to try that product because I know once they keep talking to me, that relationship is going to get built. They're going to trust me and they're going to want to do this with me. So that brings me to my wonderful, wonderful book to talk to you about. Okay? So here is my customer service book. There's going to be 3 parts. Part 1 is all about my networking. How do I network for my book and how I have my tab set up for networking. My part 2 is going to be all about my workflow or my customer service. And you guys will love that one. That one's a long one, so that's a part 2. And then part 3 is going to be about my team and their own little special tab. Love my little team shine. So, first off, with my book, I used to have my cruise tracker points here because I see this every single day. So I needed something to keep motivating me. Cosmel, baby, Cosmel. So I had my tracker points here. I updated them as I got sales, as girls promoted. Everything was getting updated. Now it's just pretty much like quotes and things to just keep me pushing every day, even if it's a hard one. I have some fabulous uplines who have wrote me some very encouraging notes before I jump statuses. And I love keeping a hold of those because now, reflecting back, even reading these, I'm like, oh my gosh, I finally just believed in myself and I pushed and I got myself there and they seen it too. So it's really encouraging for me to see that. So let's go ahead and start with my first section here. My first section of my book is going to be these 2 tabs. This is all about my network. So, first step is my 300 challenge. Okay? I did this 1 month and I absolutely loved it and I decided to keep it. So every month I start my 300 challenge over and I try to reach to 300 people that I'm going to network out to. So every day I'm reminded, have you did your messages today? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick my ladies from my friends list, which is in my second tab. But I want to tell you about my 300 challenge. So I am going to challenge myself every day till I get to 300 to message ladies, 1, about the opportunity, or 2, about hosting a party with me. Because I know if they tell me no, they're not interested, I'm still going to ask them to host a party also. Because if I get them to host a party and they see what I do and they see how easy it is hosting a party, because a lot of people's like, I don't have time for this, right? We all hear it. We all hear it. And you do have time for it because you are on there playing games. You are on there just scrolling through, not doing anything. And guess what? You just took time out to tell me no, that you didn't have time. If you didn't have time, you wouldn't have messaged me back, right? So, and I was like, you know what? Why don't you just host a party for me? Because I guarantee you, you have a friend in there that would be interested in buying a product so you could earn free makeup, right? We all want free makeup. And I've had some no's, but they also tell me yes. So that is my system. I'm going to message them about the opportunity. They tell me no about the opportunity. I'm immediately messaging them about just hosting a party. And if I look at them and I know that they've been talking about products, but they haven't just fell into it yet, then I'm going to talk them into hosting a party. You haven't been able to afford a product, so why don't you just host a party and let's try to get it free for you. So I can reel them in, because we all know you put those products on your face and you are immediately in love. And that's how I go with my customers. So this brings us to the second part of my tab. And this is, oh, look at all that mess. This is my friends list. This is every lady that I have in my friends list. Did I make a 100 list? No, I made an all list. So everybody is on this list. As I add new ladies or new ladies friend request me, they get added to this list. So when I'm sitting there, I haven't did any of my messages today. I can go through all of my pages and figure out, oh my gosh, I have not messaged Susie Q yet. And she is super cute. Let me go to her profile. I go to her profile. I look around, see what I can see. She has adorable kids. Oh my gosh, she's a stay-at-home mom. So am I. Boom. How am I going to message her? I'm going to message her about that. I go to the next one. Oh my gosh, she is struggling. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I remember when I was in college. That was terrible. Boom. I have my next one. Research a little bit on your ladies so you know how to message them to make it beneficial for them. Now, I have my no's list. As you can see, there's some scratched off there. Because, yes, they're no. They told you no. But it's more like, not right now. Right? Not right now. Because some of these ladies that have told me no have now joined. Some of these ladies that have told me no has hosted that party. I told you about this step 1. Remember that? They've hosted that party. So I have been able to reel them in from a party, from free products, and getting them to say yes. And that is awesome. Don't ever look at that no's list and kind of throw it away, because there's always a way to go right back into it, especially if it's been a long time. Some of these ladies have told me no when I joined a year ago. And guess what? It's been a year. I am still going. I personally, in my eyes, I have done a lot. I have seen a lot. I get to go to a lot of places. I know what it has offered me within this year, so now I can re-message my no's because it's been a year, right? And try to replant that seed to get a yes out of them. So you always want to keep track of every single person that you talk to and where do they fit. That's why my networking system is so important. I have my 300s list. I know who I have already messaged this month, so at the end of the month, who am I following up with? I have my friends list. Every single lady is on that list. I know who I've already messaged and who I have not messaged yet. Then I have my no's list. Okay? These ladies told me no, but guess what? They will say yes. They will host that party. They will join my team. They just weren't ready at that time, but they will come to me eventually. So I go into my next section. And my next section looks like this. This is for this month. It gets updated every month on ordering. Face it, we always have those ladies. We spend all that time helping them color match, talk to them about what lip product is best for them, and so on and so on. They're going to order, and they don't, right? Yes, they don't order. Do you follow up with them or do you not? What if you had like 20 messages that day and then the next day you get overwhelmed with messages and then you just like kind of forget about them? Well, I talked to a lady and she says she's going to order. If she literally doesn't order right that second and I don't get that email, she goes on this list. Because if she doesn't order within a week, I am going to re-follow up with her that next week. Oh my God, Jane, you sounded so interested in ordering, and I noticed you haven't yet. Did you have issues with the website? Can I help you with ordering? Now, I have personally found there's a lot of people out there that don't like to take the time to just click on your link, click on shop, find the product, and they're like, you know what, I can't find it, whatever. And they just don't. But when I offer to order for them and say, you know what, only thing I need to do, give me your email address. I will send you an invoice, just click pay and you're done. And I will do everything else for you. And then I just have it shipped right to their house or to me and I deliver it, depending on where they live. And how many orders I get that I have to do that with. But I put them on here because I'm going to keep following up with them. And if it's the second time and they're like, oh, well, I don't have the money. Oh, no problem. When do you think you're going to be able to order? I'm not shy. You know what? I don't care to get in a little bit of their business to ask them when they're going to order. Because if they're going to tell me, you know what, I have to wait till payday 2 weeks from now. Okay, perfect. You know what? In 2 weeks, I'm just going to follow up with you to make sure that that's still the product you want to order. And I'm going to help you with the ordering process. So I've already kind of put it in there that I wasn't being nosy and rude. I'm trying to be helpful. I want to make sure that your experience from day one goes very smooth and easy for you. And if they have been kind of iffy about if they should order from you or not, and online, am I going to get it? Is this fake? Is it not? Well, as much time as I take into looking at these ladies and re-messaging them and really trying to help them, and they have seen my posts and my journey along, then they put one and one together and they realized, you know what, this girl's really legit and she's being really nice, and you know what, I am going to take that chance and order from her. If they're too hesitant a couple of times, I'm not afraid to tell them, you know what, we have that love it guarantee. So we are going to make sure that I'm going to make sure that you love this product. You are going to pay for it and you are going to love it, or I'm going to find you something that you will. Okay? They are my business. My customers are everything to me. Next section, parties. Every party that I've ever hosted is listed. All of them. Every month, I go through and I write down all my parties I had for that month, who it was, what their rewards were. I want to know how well they did. If they didn't do that well, like in the beginning, I have a lot of zeros in the beginning. But it's okay, because now I've got a lot of qualified ones. But this is my running list. Have they used their rewards yet? Have they not used their rewards yet? Because if they got tons of rewards and they've never used our products and they're still not using them, so I'm going to have to force them to get those products in hand. Why? Because these ladies, I already know my statistic. I know my statistic. Customers, party hostesses, join my team. I want products in their hands. That way, they can fall in love with the products like we all have. We all have. That's why we're doing it. That's why we're still doing it. Is because we love our products and we are passionate about it. And they need to be too. So that is my first thing that I do with my parties. My next thing that I do with parties is all these parties that I had before March, I re-messaged them in March and asked them if they would be interested in holding a new products party. This is going to be a full drag out 10-day party. I am going to go over all the products that are coming out. I'm going to give them that awesome photo of like palette 5 or doing like your splash lipstick. I'm going to give them that awesome photo. Then I'm going to follow it up with a video on how to do it. So they're going to see what it looks like and they're going to see it in action. And I'm going to do that with each product. And then my last 2 days, when I have some left over, I just kind of mesh like the top products for me. These are my best sellers. Pristine liner. Let me recap on the pristine liner. Let me recap on this product. And these are reopened. I'm going to get a second party out of them. I'm going to get a second party out of that month. If their party didn't qualify before, guess what? Those ladies in their group didn't trust me yet. But now I can really go in a second time and earn their trust again, because it's been a couple of months and they get to see my face again. If their party rocked, then I'm going to be able to go back into that party and maybe get some other ones, because I'm going to put it out there. Oh my goodness, the first time Elizabeth had her party, she got $78 in Y cash and 3 half price items. You ladies are so awesome to your friend. Let's see if we can shower her again, but guess what? We have new products. So they're already excited and they're ready to go this time, because they know that they got those products last time and they loved them. And don't be afraid to shout out like, oh my gosh, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, you guys were amazing. You ordered this last time. Let's see what else we can find you. But then other people are going to see this and you're probably going to get more people coming in. Or you're going to get people from that party that's going to be like, I want to host a party. Or interested in joining your team. So, from recapping products in March, I was able to get 7 girls on my team that were party hostesses. So, don't be afraid to tap into your parties, okay? I had one girl, she's going to know who she is when she's watching this. She hosted 3 parties with me. She hosted her first one. She loved the products. She wanted more, but she didn't want to pay for more. So she hosted a second party. And then she hosted a third party with the new products. And she was ready for her 4th party. No, girl. I'm not going to do your 4th party for you. You need to buy the kit and you need to do it yourself, because you're going to get your rewards. And you're going to get the commission off of it. But I don't care. If you want me to get paid off of you, that's fine. I will gladly take the money. But I think you'd rather use that commission and buy the products for yourself. And she has, and she's been doing wonderful since then. So this is all about my networking. Messaging my ladies daily, parties, or message them about the opportunity. Your friends list, you need to keep that running list of who your friends are and who are you adding. My nose list that I just haven't wowed or reeled in yet. My ordering list. They're just not ready, but they will be. I will eventually get them. And my awesome parties and party hostesses. My feature presenters. So that is how I run my network out of my book. It is the first section of my tab that I am able to go through my network and stay organized and know what is to come and what I need to do daily. It helps me remember when I see my book sitting there next to my couch on my end table that I need to pick up my book, and as soon as I open it, I'm like, I need to message today. Who am I going to message today? Depending on my time, it might be just one person that moment, and then the next day I might have like tons of time. Like yesterday, the kids were gone to school, and I had my book with me, sitting in bed, TV like kind of like the numb like white noise sound. And I was able to sit there and just message until I couldn't message anymore. And you're going to know when you have time and when you don't. And you just fit it in when you want to because you have that list to remind you every day. Have you messaged? Are you getting people to sponsor? Are you hosting parties? Are you going to go back through and rehost parties? Because we have all the new products coming out right now. So I just started all these parties up yesterday because I'm going to introduce them, and the products come out on the 15th. So they're already going to know about it. They're already getting the taste of them. So when the excitement hits and, oh my God, they're ready, you can order them right now. They've already learned all about it, and I'm not playing catch up on the 15th. So this is step one. I will have my part 2 series available on Thursday, so you guys can learn about how I do my customer service once they've ordered, and we'll learn about that system. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and remember, be you, and bye for now.